Race will be due off in around about 10 minutes time. The men's and women's elite wheelchair fields will be going in 5 minutes time. And let's hope Farah is buzzing with energy. Of course, this is a global offering, so we can't be too biased towards the Brits, but I think it's fair to say a quadruple Olympic champion bowing out after 2 decades at the top. That's a big story. Mukhtar Idris is a double world champion over the 5,000 meters. The wheelchair race is just about to go. The elite men and women are underway in their battle to be crowned Great North Run champions. And it's the men's and women's elite wheelchair races to start things off. And that familiar figure of Dave Weir straight to the front. Still going well at the age of 44. That big group hanging on to the back of Dave Weir, but he's clearly in no mood to make it too tactical in the early stages. Sidbury, remember, was second behind Dave last year and last week in London. John Boy Smith took the bronze medal last year. Sidbury now moving up towards second place. The elite women's race is underway, and it's the Olympic champion, Perez Chepchirchir, second from the right-hand side, who will undoubtedly be the favourite for this one, with Sharon Lokedi, who followed her 2 years later as a New York Marathon champion, on her shoulder. And Charlotte Purdue, good performances at the World Champs. She was 13th in London in 2017, but she's been so unlucky to be overlooked by selectors for 2 successive Olympic Games, and there'll be a lot of neutrals hoping that Purdue can use this race as the beginning of a great winter ahead of finally making it onto the British Olympic team next year. I believe in Rio she had the qualifying time but didn't meet the UKA standards, and then she had an appeal turned down for Tokyo 2 years ago. So she's on the shoulder of the 2 Kenyans. Brilliant structure. When you come into Newcastle on the train, it almost has the hairs on the back of your neck standing to attention when you see the Tyne Bridge. It's just such a special sight to see as you arrive in a very, very special city. Those 4 lanes will be absolutely packed with club runners and fun runners. Keep pushing, says Dave Weir. In fact, judging by the 10K split, it wasn't clear when we saw Daniel Sidbury at the last time of asking. It wasn't clear whether he was off the back or the front. I think he's at the front. I'm getting a split from him across 10K. Sammy Kinghorn going well in the early stages here of the elite women's wheelchair race. She's got a lead of over a minute over Eden Rainbow Cooper. Remember, Rainbow Cooper was given exactly the same time as Sammy Kinghorn 12 months ago. Is it just the beginning of a little move from Chepchirchir? Remember, her PB on paper is 3 minutes quicker than Lokedi. Could be something of nothing. It's only a metre or 2, but bearing in mind up until this stage, they've been running side by side, step for step. But I wonder whether Lokedi is just beginning to feel this a fraction. They're underway for the final time in his career. Mo Farah is the starting gun. And what an appropriate place to bring the curtain down on a race that he won in 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 2019. A very good morning to you on this highly emotional edition of the AJ Bell Great North Run. So Mo with Bashir Abdi and superstar Idris. It would be absolutely incredible if he was to win this. He was a distant fourth in the big half last week, didn't feel too well. 40 years of age, Samo, and he says, well, listen, time and tide waits for no elite athlete, male or female. Now here we go. I thought perhaps that Lokedi was beginning to struggle, and look how much distance Chepchirchir has taken out of her teammate. Tola and Idris running side by side behind the distinctive short steps of Bashir Abdi. Butchart now happy to be back in the pack as Samo soaks up the sun and the adulation of the crowd. Oh, Abdi fancies this. Moving ahead of Mo. He's actually saying to him, oh, come on, let's share it. Daniel Sidbury has had an absolutely superb wheelchair race here. Dave Weir set the tone early on, but Sidbury has gone to the front and grabbed this race by the scruff of the neck. It's not to be another title for his great friend Dave Weir after finishing second to him 12 months ago. It's a glittering gold and the title in 2023 for Daniel Sidbury. Miles clear of Weir, John Boy Smith and all the rest. That was class. And for the first time, Abdi's allowing 10 metres or so to grow between himself and Tamirat Tola. And Tola perhaps sensing this as an opportunity to really make the Belgian work here. A truly world-class field. And how she is going to enjoy crossing this finish line. It's been hot, it's been tough. I don't think we've ever seen this number of people at the finish line. And they will appreciate they are in the presence of a truly masterful display here by Perez Chepchirchir. This time, it is to be the glorious finish at the Great North Run. Her pace begins to pick up. It's going to be inside 67 minutes again. It's going to be a win over the half marathon again. Perez Chepchirchir so infrequently gets it wrong and nearly always gets it right, as she did today. Now the smile breaks out. Perez Chepchirchir, runner-up last year, is the champion of the Great North Run in 2023. That is a fine, fine victory in really tough conditions. Tamirat Tola is going to take the headlines here and the title. This is going to be a fantastic time in really difficult conditions. He is going to finish inside 60 minutes. What a way to upgrade second place behind Farah 4 years ago to the title here in 2023. Driving for the line. The Olympic bronze medalist, the world champion last year, becomes the Great North Run winner in 2023. And to do it inside 60 minutes is absolutely brilliant. Well done, Tamirat Tola. A superb race, 59 minutes and change. What a way to take the Great North Run victory. What a moment for everybody connected to this race. And what a moment for everybody who's watched and loved this man for many, many years. The biggest half marathon in the sport says goodbye to one of the biggest names in the sport. From humble beginnings, this multiple world and Olympic champion reached for the stars, and he took us with him every step of the way. And as they have done for decades, the crowd are roaring on the greatest British distance runner in history as he closes in on the final finish line of his career. So Mo Farah, a proud and grateful nation say thank you, and a proud and grateful nation say goodbye. His achievements will never, ever be forgotten. It's a guard of honour for our greatest, Sir Mo, edging towards the end of a glittering, golden, unforgettable 2 decades at the top. Let's take a moment to savour the applause of the crowd at the end of a wonderful, wonderful chapter in global distance running. A quick recap. Sammy Kinghorn, second last year, outdipped by Eden Rainbow Cooper. She returns the favour this year. Miles clear, the para-world champion over the 100 metres. Rainbow Cooper second this time. Mel Woods beating Hannah Cockcroft to the 3rd place on the podium. And Daniel Sidbury denying Dave Weir a wonderful title. When he hit the front, even the Werewolf didn't have anything with which to respond. John Boy-Smith, the Commonwealth champion last year, settling for 3rd. Perez Chepchurch here, inside 67 minutes again. Brilliant performance from her. Locady breaking her PB, and Purdue completing the top 3. And for the final time, we see Sir Mo Farah's name on a global leaderboard. 4th for him. Glory for Tamarat Toller. Brilliant performance inside 60 minutes. Bashir Abdi 2nd, and Mukhtar Idris taking 3rd.